First on Ryan Bowman. What was it about him that made you want him to bring him to Exeter?
He's a physical presence, top end of the pitch. Obviously, with Jayden departing or on his way out of the club, we knew what we needed. Like I say, physical presence. Will hold the ball up well. Will link play, and he's a good age in terms of his development as well. Got a partner down this way in terms of the southwest, so knows the area. Has played for Torquay, and he's a signing we're excited about. He's got to come into this team and add another dimension to us. Got to compete in terms of the top end of the pitch with the likes of Jonathan Foote and Tristan Abrams and Matt Jay. But he's also got to buy into what we're doing at the club in terms of developing players and working with him. And if he improves, then we're going to have a good player on our hands.
He was in his last 6 months of his contract at Motherwell, so a transfer fee was paid for him, but it was a minimal amount.
Yeah, a minimal fee. That was just to get secure his services basically in terms of the contract. He's a player who's been on our radar since the start of the season. Eric knew him previously from his time at Carlisle as a young player, but we've got some contacts up in Scotland as well, so we've watched him a few times, seen all the clips and done as much research as we possibly could to see what sort of player we were getting. And like I say, I'm sure the fans will see a wholehearted centre forward who's going to give everything he possibly can for the cause.
It's a deal that got done early in the January transfer window, but obviously a lot of the work in terms of, like you mentioned with Ryan Bowman, has been done in the months before. Is it, I suppose, a busy transfer window that you're expecting?
Yeah, I mean, you always expect busy windows. I mean, we're 2 or 3 days in and we've already got one player in and sold one player. There'll be ins and outs all through the month. The club's got to remain stable in terms of how much business we do, and certainly in January in the middle of the season, so we can't disrupt the squad too much. But if any players are unhappy, this is a time they've got in terms of going out on loan or looking for clubs elsewhere, and we're still looking to improve the group. Obviously in terms of the loan situation, Chio's gone straight back, so if he doesn't return to us then he'll need replacing, and we've got to assess what's going to happen with Dara and Tristan.
Is there any areas in the team particularly that you're looking to strengthen going into the second half?
Look, obviously when Jayden departs, then it's going to be a huge miss. That's 16 goals out of our team. But we've got players who can score goals and create goals. It's how much work Jayden did in both boxes. You know, people forget about how defensively at every single set piece he was probably our go-to man. So we need to find a solution in terms of that, and I've spoke at length about the goals we conceded at times this season, so I'll be still looking at defensive areas as well. But in terms of recruitment, we're looking at good players, so we're not limiting them to certain positions which we need to look at for this time of the season. If a good player comes available, then we'll look to get him in.
Just touching on Jayden and his move to Preston now. Obviously been at the club, including the loan spell, for a few years, and really developed a player, worked really hard in training, and he's earned his move to a championship club.
Yeah, without a doubt, and that's a reward for the goals he scored, but he has really dragged this team through the last 18 months. Like I say, he's been our go-to man, not only set pieces, both boxes, but in terms of the goals as well. He scored a lot of goals and some big goals for us in his time, and he's always wanted to improve. Full credit to him in terms of his character, and we all knew about the clause in his contract. We tried as hard as we possibly could in terms of getting the clause out of his contract and offering him a new contract. But when a player knows what's coming in the future, then they can often take their eyes off it in terms of their performance. But credit to Jayden, he didn't do that one little bit. If anything, he got stronger and stronger in the last few weeks, and it's only right at the end where we pulled him out on New Year's Day because we knew this move was coming. But it shows the rest of the group what can happen. You know, Ryan Bowman's come down from Scotland, similar situation to Jayden. We develop our players here, we try and improve them, and probably the last 3 or 4 players we've sold, we've done that with them, really improved them dramatically over a short period of time. We look to do that with all the group. If the players keep buying into that, then they've got every chance of moving on.
Just touching on Chiedozie Ogbene, obviously he's gone back to Brentford, probably with a view of being close to their first team, based on the performance he's had for Exeter in the 6 months he's been here. But is he a player that there's a possibility he might come back? Yeah,
there's always a possibility. Obviously, since Chio's time here, the new manager's gone at Brentford, so he wants to have a real close look at him in terms of training with them on a daily basis. And obviously Chio got injured in that spell he was with us as well, so it was a slightly disjointed spell. He probably didn't get the game time he felt he wanted, but the injury didn't help him, and a team in form at times. Plus he's still learning the game. It's his first time over in England. You know, we gave him his first taste of league football, so he's got a lot of development himself to do. But it's one we'll monitor in the next couple of weeks and see the feedback we get from Brentford and Chio himself.